Today, in chapter number 2 fractions, we are going to study division of fractions. But before that, let us check how much you know about it. Can you name the parts of the fraction? Yes, the above part is called the numerator and the below part is called the denominator. Now tell me the types of fractions. Yes, you are right. The first one is proper fraction, the second one is improper, and the third one is mixed fraction. Well done. Now let's study how to find a reciprocal of a fraction. Consider 4 upon 7. To find its reciprocal, you will turn it round and the numerator becomes denominator and denominators become numerator. So our number 4 by 7 becomes 7 by 4 after reciprocal. Let us see another example. 3 by 5. The reciprocal of 3 by 5 will be 5 upon 3. So I hope you have understood how to find a reciprocal of a fraction. Now let's begin with dividing the fractions. Consider the example 3 upon 4 divided by 1 upon 3. Now children, here our dividing fraction is 1 upon 3. So we will reciprocal the dividing fraction 1 upon 3 and will change the division symbol into multiplication. Children, this is a very important step for dividing two fractions. After this, we will multiply the numerators together and the denominators together. So here we will get after multiplication 9 upon 4. After this, if necessary, cancel down the numbers in the numerator and denominator or change it to mixed number. So I hope you have understood how we will divide the fractions. Now we will consider some more examples. The first example is 2 upon 5 divided by 1 upon 4. Here we will again reciprocal the second fraction. So it becomes 4 upon 1. After this we will multiply the numerators and denominators together. So 2 into 4 becomes 8. 5 into 1 becomes 5. 8 upon 5 we will also change it into mixed fraction. So our answer is 1 3 upon 5. Let's see the second example. Here our dividing fraction is 2 upon 5. We will reciprocal 2 upon 5 and change the division symbol into multiplication. Now we will multiply the numerators together and the denominators together. So we will get in the numerator after multiplication 15 and in the denominator we get 14, which after changing to mixed number will become 1 upon 14. Let's begin with our third example. Again, the second number will get reciprocal and division will change into multiplication. After multiplying numerators, we get 15 and multiplying denominators, we get 6. So, we get the fraction 15 upon 6, which is an improper fraction. So, we will change it to mixed fraction. And the answer will be 2, 1 upon 2. Now let's begin with our last example. Here 1 by 2 will get reciprocal and becomes 2 upon 1. We will multiply numerators together, it becomes 8 and denominators together, it becomes 9. So now 8 upon 9 is a proper fraction. So we need not to change it into mixed fraction. So our answer for the last example will be 8 upon 9. Now, let's see how do we divide mixed fractions. Children, whenever we have a mixed fraction, we will first of all change it into improper fraction. And then the process is same as we did in the previous example. So here, 2 upon 5 will change into 12 upon 5. After this, we will again reciprocal the second fraction. So 1 upon 2 will change into 2 upon 1. And then we will again multiply numerators together and denominators together. So our answer will be 24 upon 5. Again, this is an improper fraction, so we need to change it into mixed fraction. So our final answer will be 4 upon 5, where 4 is the whole number and 4 by 5 is the proper fraction. We will again see some examples. So our first example is where 4 upon 5 is a mixed fraction. So we will change it into improper fraction, which becomes 9 upon 5. Again, we will reciprocal our second fraction. 1 upon 3 will become 3 upon 1. After multiplying numerators together, we will get 27. And after multiplying denominators together, we will get 5. The answer we get is 27 upon 5, which is then changed to 2 upon 5. Let's begin with our second example. Here, mixed fraction is 2 upon 3. After changing it to improper fraction, it becomes 11 upon 3. Now, to solve this division, we will reciprocal 7 upon 6 and will change division symbol into multiplication. We will multiply 11 and 6, we will get 66 in the numerator, and after multiplying 3 and 7, we will get 21 in the denominator. So the fraction 66 upon 21 will get changed to mixed fraction 1 upon 7. Now just have a look on the third example. So I hope you have understood that how we divide fractions when it is given mixed fraction. Now let's study that how we divide fractions when one fraction is a whole number. In this question, our first number is a whole number. So every whole number can be written with the denominator 1. So we write 8 as 8 upon 1. Now the question becomes the same type we have done in the first part. We will reciprocal the second fraction and it becomes 5 upon 3. We also change the division symbol into multiplication. Now 8 into 5 is 40 and the multiplication of denominators is 3. So our answer is 40 upon 3. Again, cancel down the numerator and the denominator if possible, or change it into mixed fraction for the final answer. Let's begin with some examples. In the first question, our first fraction is a whole number. So we write 6 as 6 upon 1 and will reciprocal the second fraction. Division symbol changes to multiplication. So after multiplication of the numerators, it becomes 18 and in the denominator, it becomes 2. So our final answer is 9. Let's see the second part. Here again we will write 5 as 5 upon 1 and will reciprocal the second fraction. So 6 upon 7 becomes 7 upon 6. Now multiply the numerators together and the denominators together. So we will get 35 upon 6. After changing into mixed fraction, we will get answer 5 upon 6. Now have a look on the third example, where our second fraction is a whole number. So children, all the three types were almost the same. The important step is to change division into multiplication and reciprocal the second fraction. Now we know that division always makes things smaller. If we divide a full cake into pieces, then obviously my pieces of cake will be smaller than the whole cake. But is it true in case of fractions also? Let us find out using the following tips. If you divide any number by 1, it will remain unchanged. So, if we divide 3 by 1, it will remain 3 only. Similarly, if you divide 1 or a number larger than 1 by a proper fraction, the answer is greater than the original number. For example, here we are dividing 4 by 1 upon 2. We know that 4 is greater than 1 upon 2. After division, we get answer 8, which is greater than 4. Also, if you divide a large fraction by a smaller one, the answer will be more than 1. Like here, we are dividing 3 by 4 by 1 upon 8. 3 by 4 is greater than 1 upon 8. Let's understand this example with the help of figure. A whole circle, I am dividing it into 3/4 part. The same circle I am dividing into 8 parts. So how many 1/8 parts are there in 3/4 part of a circle? Yes, the answer is 6. So children, we have seen that in case of fractions, when we do division, the answer might not always be smaller than the original number. I hope you all have understood what is taught in today's class. In the next class, we will see some word problems based on division of fractions only. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.